Hello and welcome to Scott's Garage. Boy, I got to tell you, it's a chilly morning in the garage this morning. I think it's a little bit too cold for shorts, but hoping that it warms up a little bit as the day goes on. Today what we're going to do is we're going to be installing a new sprinkler controller. So this is the Orbit b-hyve Smart Sprinkler Controller. And if you could see the sprinkler controller that we have now, this is the one that I have on the back of the house. And then this is the one that I have in the garage, working the front and back yards. What I'd like to do is, this is a 6-zone unit. I do have a total of only 6 zones, so I can do the 4 in the front and the 2 in the back. It will be nice to be able to replace the 2 controllers with just one. And also the old controllers are just your basic on-off. I think they do have capability of hooking up a water sensor, but I've never done that. I just kind of do it manually. You know, when it rains, I have to go, okay, it rains, so I have to go and turn off both of them and then wait for a certain period of time and then turn it back on and adjust it. During the summertime needs a little bit more because it's hotter, and wintertime needs less, which actually right now we're in the middle of winter and I haven't actually adjusted the sprinklers, and I think they're going on far too long. We're wasting a lot of water. But you know, it takes some maintenance kind of to keep those things going. So what I thought it would be a better idea is if I got a smart controller like this one from Orbit, and it hooks to my phone, so I can have an app on my phone so I can control it. It also checks the weather report and what's happening and what's going to happen in terms of the amount of rain in my area, and it adjusts that automatically based on the amount of rain. So I think that's a really cool upgrade, and if I did want to manually override it, I can just do it on my phone. I don't have to run around to the different places. So I think this is going to be a really good upgrade to help us save some water. I paid about $100 for this. We can see the receipt here, just around $100 for this unit, but there's a rebate. So it's eligible for a rebate because obviously it helps to save water, and that's our city is trying to. And so with this rebate, I went online and I can get a $80 rebate. So I went ahead and filed for the rebate and got that. And so that check is coming. So this is going to end up costing me about $20, some labor to put it on. And so I think that's a pretty good deal for a nice upgrade. Get an $80 rebate. And so because I'm pretty cheap and I don't want to spend a lot of money, that fits perfectly with my my system here. If we talk about water usage, we're here in Southern California, which we have droughts very often and limited water. And the city has a lot of promotions to try to get people to save water. And throughout the months that go by, we're always pretty efficient in terms of the other neighbors. It shows on our bill like how we are for efficient neighbors and average neighbors, and it shows where we are. We're always pretty good on using the water. A few of the other things that we've done is, you can see a picture here of the front yard, which is all drought tolerant, low water usage. We hardly have to water that at all. You can see that there's almost no grass in the yard. If you look at the backyard too, I just have a small strip of grass that needs to be watered, not very much, and the front is all drought tolerant, so that doesn't need to be watered very much. And the city does have rebate programs for every square foot of grass that you remove and replace it. They give you a certain amount of money. So we did that many years ago, probably 10 years ago now. And some of the other things that we've done to save water around, like low flow shower heads. I don't know whether I've shown you, I have the HVAC system. It has condensation. That condensation I have going into a bucket, and then I take the bucket and I can water plants around the house, inside and out, which is nice source of free water. And then I also have rain barrels. So I have 3 rain barrels that I bought through another program. I think they were about like $120, and I think we got like a $75 rebate through the city. So those were pretty inexpensive. Pretty much the barrels were free, but if you can see in the photo, there's a little device that hooks on to the downspout of the rain gutters, and that's kind of how it works. When it rains, the water goes in through the rain gutters, and then it gets diverted by that little device and goes into the barrel until it's full, and then after that it just drains out to the street like normal. It's really amazing. I went out there when it was raining one time, and it was kind of just sprinkling a little bit, a nice heavy sprinkle. And, the rain was flowing down the rain gutters. And I looked in, and the barrel, it was like a garden hose was filling up that barrel. And in like 20 minutes, it will be completely full. So it doesn't hardly take any water to fill up those barrels. As a matter of fact, I really struggled during the summer because that's 3 barrels totaling 150 gallons. And I put my little watering can there, and then I keep all of the potted plants and things watered throughout the yard, and I don't have to use any water. And I struggle to use all of that water. It seems like I would get maybe 1 or 2 barrels empty, working on the third, and then we'd have a rain, and they're all full again. So it's kind of, it was kind of cool. I think I could have put 1,000-gallon water tank in the backyard and had it diverting back there, and just pretty much had all of our water needs. I didn't realize that rain accumulated that amount of water in a short period of time. But the amount of rain, I don't know how much our average rain is, 10 inches or 15 inches a year or something like that. You could have thousands of gallons of free water just from your downspouts. And it's really amazing. I think if I was ever going to do it again, I'd have some system where I could keep things in like a cistern or something, and then use it to water the entire yard. And I want to show my water bill right here, which is kind of interesting because when I first started looking at reducing the normal bills around the house, as I do all the time, I try every month to kind of look at how can I save money and reduce bills. As far as utilities are concerned, water bill is our most expensive utility. Gas is, usually $10 or $20 a month, and electricity can be, in the middle of summer, it might be over $100, but really not that bad. And so at $241, that's definitely our biggest bill. Now keep in mind that this is for 2 months, so it's really only about $120 a month. But let's just say $241 is our bill. And if we look at the charges, because when I first started looking at this, I thought, oh man, if I can, save $100 a month, that'd be great. Or cut the bill in half or something, really reduce the amount of water that we use. It would be great. So I kind of started with that, and we did all of our front yard. We did the water barrels. We did all kinds of low flow, and we even, when we run the shower, to get the hot water going, we save that water in a bucket, and we can use that to flush the toilet. All kinds of things like that. We were really going the extra mile. And this is particularly a few years ago when we were really having a bad drought. But it's kind of interesting because if you look at the bill, it has the water is $55. So less than 1/4 of the water is actually the water. There's a service charge of 111, improvement of 56, and a sewer charge of 18. Whatever these charges are, I have no idea whether they're real or I don't know what's going on here. But anyway, it wasn't until long after I did a lot of these water improvements, because I didn't really see my bill going down very much. And I was like, what's going on here? And then I got to looking at the components of the bill and found out that a very small part of it, like less than a quarter of your bill, is actually the water. So if I cut my water use in half, it doesn't cut my bill in half. It only cuts, rather than, maybe $50, it'd be $25. So I might save $25 a month after doing all of this work. And, I guess from a financial point of view, it doesn't really make a lot of sense, but we're still trying to do our part save water, and so we'll continue on. But I just thought that was kind of funny that even if I completely eliminated all the water usage, my bill would still be almost $200 a month for water if I use no water whatsoever. So, well, not per month, for 2 months. So, anyway, I thought that was kind of funny.
Are you laughing with me? Because I'm not laughing.
All right, so that's enough of me going on. Let's do a little unboxing, check this out, and see if we can install it today. So before we open this up, let's just look at some of the features that it has. Wi-Fi enabled, smart scheduling. Looks like a pretty nice unit with a plastic case. So this could go outside, indoor or outdoor. So it could go outside, but in this case, it's going to go in the garage. I like this. I'm anxious to download the app and start playing with it, just like we have all of our other stuff is in the app. 6 stations, so that's going to be fine. Auto schedule and weather optimization. Cool. So it looks like it is everything that I'm looking for. This is kind of a cool thing. Smart Weather Sense technology uses local weather forecasts to automatically adjust your time to deliver the right amount of water to your plants. It does the work, allowing you to sit back and enjoy the results. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Never water in the rain again. I've been guilty of doing that. My sprinkler's going off while it's raining. Yep, I have done that. And control from anywhere in the world. That's nice, because if we go on vacation and I'm somewhere in the world and I realize, oh no, I didn't turn on and off the sprinklers or something like that, or adjust them, I can check in and see how things are going. Okay, so let's open this up and we'll see what's inside. All right, so let's do a little unboxing here. Let's see what we got. Whoa, look at this. This is cool. Okay, well, let me read the directions a little bit and see if we can install this. All right, key. I'm not sure why people would want to mess with your sprinklers, but that's cool. All right, now I will put these somewhere and forget where they go and never see them again.
Oh my god, you're so funny.
You're so funny.
Oh my god, you're so funny.
Oh my gosh, you're so funny.
All right, so let's start by shutting down the old unit. So if we turn that to off and take the Rainbird. You know, I used to buy like all Rainbird products, but now I really like Orbits. I've been buying some of their valves and other sprinkler paraphernalia, and I really like them. I think they do a good job, and I think they're kind of giving Rainbird a run for their money. You could probably take that off. So then if we just remove these. So now all we have to do is figure out how to get this off. Like there's a screw down there. Let me get a screwdriver. Okay, maybe I'll move this up out of the way. Oh, so it's got like a mounting thing here and then a fixed one there. Okay, and that's where we'll put the new one. We have a hole right there, and then probably this one is going to be used for the bottom. So if we put that on there, and then looks like that slides down a little bit. Wow, looks like it was made for it. It's got to be like they use the same dimensions and stuff. So then you would just come here, and then we open this, and then we have a mounting screw right there. Here we go. Cool. And then, not sure I'm going to be able to get both of the wires through there. There is a knockout here, but I'm not sure how to knock it out. Let's see. So it's really just designed to have one, one of these go in here. Let's make that hole a little bit bigger. I don't know if it's a knockout or not, though. Okay, so the bottom has like a kind of a ridge in it. I think it's made to be a knockout. I think it just needs a little bit of help. Cool. All right, so what do we do now? Okay, so I think I'm just going to run this up here. And looks like I have two commons. So I'll probably use this one over here. Yeah, this little screwdriver comes in handy. Let's make this number 6. This is the side yard. And then what I'll do is numbers 4 and 5 will be the backyard. And we'll do 1, 2, 3. What should we do? Red, green, blue, blue, green, red? What's this? Sweet. That looks great. So just push those kind of back. Put that there. Probably take some of this. And then we can, I'll leave that open. Then what we can do is plug this in right up here. I don't know if you can see that. I'll go right here. Oh boy. And I think what we should do is download the app and do this with the phone.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Well, that was super easy and actually kind of fun. I have a couple of photos of screenshots on my phone. I was able to download the app. I was able to take pictures of each of the zones and name them, like front yard, side yard, driveway, flower bed, things like that, and take pictures of them so I know by description and I know by picture what zone I'm looking at. And it had a feature on there where you can manually do it like I used to do with the old one, or you can just have it do it automatically based on your address and your area and all that. And I said, yes, let's do that. So it picked up my address immediately where I'm located and checked the weather report. It had the time, logged into the Wi-Fi, and I did everything on my phone, and I got all of the zones ready to go. So it's going to be a pretty easy process once I run the line to the backyard of getting that one hooked up. But that pretty much does it in terms of the programming and things like that. Let me show you one more thing. So I have the controller. It has all the current time, and the next start time is at 6 a.m. when it's going to water in the zones and everything like that. I didn't touch any of these. I didn't press any buttons. I didn't do anything. I did everything on my phone on the app, and that worked out great. But my favorite thing about this whole thing is I can put my pencil sharpener back here, and the door closes. It is perfect, like it was made for it. Oh, that's pretty cool. So that was a lot easier project than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was maybe going to be a little complicated, but it was really fun and easy. Learned a lot. I love stuff that I can operate with my phone on the app and things like that. Just love it. You can control so many things with my phone. But anyway, highly recommend this. It worked great. It was easy, and you get a rebate, so it's not that expensive. So I hope you had fun watching this video, and we'll see you next time on Scott's Garage. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.